There we go. Mark 1000. Hello, welcome to today's stream. I hope you're doing well and your time zone is going the way you want it to. Here, work is work. Life comes first. Do keep that in mind. Because of that, and it is busy season for me, so I'm going to work, unfortunately, anywhere between 2 p.m. and 4 a.m. I have to adjust my schedule and I'll remind you at the end of this recording session as well. So Monday, December 1st, 3rd, and the 5th, so this coming week, I'll be streaming 10 a.m. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.? So starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Time. That gives me enough time to do the stream, and then get ready to work and go. So I have to do all my cooking the day before and then take leftovers with me. Other than that, no major announcements. I will need also days off for holiday reasons and family reasons and that sort of thing over the coming months. Then by the end of January, we should be back into a very routine schedule outside of me needing to just take time off for vacations and stuff, or emergencies. Other than that, as always, today's broadcast is brought to you by viewers like you. So thank you very much for your support. Whenever form that support comes in, it is truly appreciated. I always encourage conversation, so feel free to ask about what you want, talk about what you want. Please just keep a few things in mind. One, my focus is on the game, not the chat. Two, there's roughly a 10-second delay on Twitch, 20 on YouTube, and 3, I tend to get distracted by anything and everything, especially if my lovely wife is involved. On top of all of that, no matter who you talk to, whether it be me or someone else, please keep it reasonable and respectful. We try to keep this a fun, relaxing place for people to hang out and be themselves. Good to go, baby! Let's go ahead and hop in to our game. Hello, welcome back to our playthrough of Age of Wonders 4, Thrones of Blood DLC, specifically the story map that came out with this DLC. I believe there is only one story map, at least as far as I am aware, I should say. There might be a second, but I'm pretty sure this is the only one. If there's a second one, we'll play it, just so you know. But, if there's nothing when we finish this map, there were no other story maps. We have eliminated Mavaleth. We need Mavaleth and Torok's blood to free/deal with Urvatog. We'll see how that goes. He's very evil. So, I suspect that is him in here, sort of thing. But we'll deal with that when we come to it. We might end up declaring war on Griselda. Unknown. We will end up declaring war on Torok. Part of that, my idea is that once we declare war on Torok, he has 2 vassals. Bridgedale, which is this one in the top right, we will let keep existing. Okay? But Silverforge will conquer and vassalize for ourselves. And we'll conquer all his cities and turn them into vassals as well. We went digging for Agonize because it is such a powerful spell. I'm not taking advantage of it. We also completed Mantle of the Blood Nobles. What does this do? All tier 3 and above units gain Coagulate, hit points based on the number of tier 1 and tier units and how much healing they receive. We'll go ahead and cast that. It's gonna dig into our reserves, but we're still floating plenty, so I'm not worried about that right now. We've excavated an area. Let's see. Oh boy. Here's what we'll clear out this section, and then we'll start clearing our way up that way. So you are gonna head into this direction. Negotiation succeeded. Good news, proceed. Great. I could spend the Imperium to boost the vassalization. Whenever this kicks in, it kicks in. So be it. I'm not in a rush. Oops, wrong thing. Imperium-wise, is there anything I'm like, we really need to grab this? That's not bad, not required. We'll need this eventually. There's nothing in here I want to grab. We have some polearm units, but if they don't level faster, I really don't care. Otherwise, I think we just need to fill in our Materium. I could grab Right of Wealth to give us a small gold injection. But I don't think we need it. I think we'll grab the gold first, wait a couple of turns, then grab grab special districts, so all our special province improvements give us +5 gold. We're not building a lot of them, but we are building some. Then wait a couple of turns, then consolidate an industry so we get boosts to stability. Then wait a couple of turns, grab siege, assuming nothing else presents itself. Then wait a couple of turns. Well, we'll have to wait 25 turns for this, so that'll be a while. We're probably going to skip provincial architects, because by the time we trigger it, we'll have built all the special improvements in all the provinces we want. So having said, we might go up to a 5th city. If we do, it will be Thorned Citadel. Will be our 5th city, basically just to give me the Pit of Pain. Or, I guess Night Watch would be a good one too, right? Because they should get Bloodthroat. The Whispering Graves, right? I don't know. I don't think they're close enough to grab these. But potentially also the... Oh. Wait. I don't think this is grabbed. The Altar of Devoration. What is Devoration? Is that a thing? Devoration. I know what devotion is. It's an obsolete term. Oh, for devouring. Devouring? Devouring. There we go. So it's a fancy term for to consume something. Altar of Consumption. Well, that's not ominous at all. So yes, potentially a 5th city, but that is off in the future. I'm going to wait a few turns. I could grab a 6th hero, but I think we want that gold pumped into our cities for now. As is, we are reorganizing our armies and building up armies. I would suspect within the next 10 turns or so, I will declare war on Torok. I just want to make sure, right? I've got these guys. You're good. Well, no, you're not good. What are you missing? Let's see. Melee, melee, melee. You're missing a ranged. You're missing a... Oh, perfect. One of these guys. Well, there's 2. Yeah. Right. And we're having our main hero come in this direction. So yes, we have some backup armies to truly build. You need ranged units. You need one more melee unit. So, here... Okay, you're building the Blood Cultist. you get the Death Guard. That would be Blood Cultist. Sorry. Death Guard in here. Blood Cultist in here. So we need at least 2 more Blood Cultists. I will queue up 1 and let the rest sit. After they build the stone walls, I'll double pump gold and let that sit. Olmec can annex another province. Right. If I dismantle this, I will hold this for 3 turns and then grab the gold one. After that, we do need research. Nope, we were gonna try to grab something. We were gonna try to grab the haunted halls. Okay, I think I can still time this out. So, hold on. Let me save the game. Bookmark 1. Overwrite. In you go. Explore. I have plenty of mana. I'll cast the spell. We'll auto combat. Shouldn't lose. Well, there was a tier 5 and a tier 4. Didn't lose anything. Take that. Either, no. Gold. Staff of Decay. It's a tier 2. I don't care about it. I'll just grab the gold. Now, we'll go back to Olmec. Go under Olmec? Olmec. And grab this. Great. And what I will do then is when this pops, I will spend some Imperium. Probably not a lot to rush this to grab that gold line. That makes sense? As is with the boost, we're okay on mana. If we're grabbing a gold mine next, I'm gonna... Okay, hold on. If we're okay on mana, I'll grab the Bat House first, and we'll see where things go from there. We now have Agonize. Great. We need to pick a new tome. Oh, hold on. This one, the small one, gets deleted. There we go. And we are following a researched build order we did. Again, if you play this and you want to follow a similar build order, I would recommend, because we were focusing so much on crit, there is a better way to build this, where you dump obsidian for enhancement, right? Because Crimson Rain gives everyone the hit to... It takes a while to get to it, right? And then some of your alternate ones, you can do the same ones, Terramancy, Blades, Doomheld, Great Transformation. But some of your alternate ones, Enhancement Prophecy means all of your units would start, because of Overwhelm, if they're next to each other, start with a 45% crit chance, and that only goes up the more units you kill. So there is a build there. That's not the one we're going for. So, click, come back. We've completed a tome, now to pick a new one. So in our library, by tier, we have Discipline, Blood, and Rock. Again, probably would have been better. And I'm going to argue, and here's my argument for changing out Tome of Rock for an enhancement, right? Yeah, enchantment. Yeah, we don't get spell-tempered shields, right? We never... Again, I feel like this used to be a spell-tempered armor, and it only applies to shield units and pole arm units. Sort of thing. The Pershing arrows, Great for early game. Eventually you use them. But the big thing is Sundered Defense. Because every point of defense you knock off means not only do you do more damage, the bleed does more damage as well. Not a huge thing, but it is something to keep in mind. So, again, by tier. So we've done Rock, Blood, and Discipline, Revelry and Scrying, Cycles, Torment, and Crimson Rain. So the only thing we're missing is Crimson Court. Which again really applies to our high tier thing. So whether we get it or not a bad thing. So we're gonna hide it. Oh, I guess I need to do it from this. I believe it's an order tome. Yes, we want Home of the Revenant. Why? Soul Harvest is good. Necropolis is good. We're gonna have to build one of these. And what I'll probably end up doing is I don't think I have like a section for research in most of my cities. But I'll end up just slapping it down next to a research station. It gives us Chamber of the Right. Undead units trapped in the city gain natural regeneration. I don't know if that backfills. Does that make sense? I think it's only new units. So, we may take some time at some point to sacrifice a bunch of units. And just let them and kill a bunch and replace them with units that have this. Unholy Champion, which is good, but not really required. Revenant Whispers, which is also good. Right? For one world map, target enemy army gains 2 demoralized. When attacked by anyone, whoever attacks them gets 3 skeletons with Unholy Champion. So more damage, the Undying, and Armor of Despair. Summon a Fallen Angel, which will be fun. I don't know if we'll use them. I mean, the Corrupted Bolts is really good, as is the Ray of Corruption. So, useful. A lot of Imperium, though. More importantly, Undead Resentment. Meaning, we're going to... every time we inflict negative morale, which we have a lot of ways of doing, it's going to be increased, right? More importantly, increases our spirit and our fire resistance so that we take less damage from fire and spirit, the greatest bane of all the dead. And we're gonna grab Undead Resentment. And there's nothing else in there that I'm like, oh, we absolutely need this. You guys... Right, I have given up on trying to get these guys leveled up. They're nice to have. How much is it to respect you? Oh, no. I can still respect him. I think I give up on Initiative of Nature. I actually am giving up on his Shepherd. So, hopefully we'll get another chance to change that out. What's Blood Chisel? Alright. Are there... So yeah, I'm giving up on that. So we're gonna make him a proper army as well. That's gonna take time. Leveled up. This is our Blood Ogre's champion. He's a warrior. You definitely want Grim Executioner as quick as possible. And then after this, so his level 10 and 11 is Mistaway and Vampiric Flight. We could give him better armor. He's got a really good weapon. The question is, can we make him a better weapon? So, he has Gift of the Old Blood. So, he doesn't need a weapon that inflicts Blood Parasite. Our main hero does. If we go to our main hero, who is an Elder Vampire, you notice she doesn't get Gift of the Old Blood. Right? She gets a lot of stuff, right? Vampiric Regeneration. And she levels up quickly because she steals experience. Yeah, because right now we're at -4. So that would change to a -2. No, -4? It should be 1. That shouldn't say -4, that should say -1. It's 3 -4. That needs to be fixed. That's the way it used to work. I don't know why it changed. So a better weapon for some of our higher level heroes, but I think they're all relatively, yeah, 9, 8, 9, 6. So inspect. Yeah, we like Sight Taker because of the blind, and it's a tier 4. So we're not going to make one for you. You have a tier 4 as well that has Undead Slayer. So yes, undead take less damage from poison and frost, but the Undead Slayer increases the damage by 40% on top of that. So, oh, I don't like how this is done anymore. Okay. So we have 7 + 2. Okay. Wait. Oh, interesting. Elder Vampire's Gift gives +1 each. Huh. Elder's Vampire... Okay, what is this? This is turn Vampire gets a stack of this for each... Oh! I never noticed this before. For each signature skill the Elder Vampire has. Yeah, so you can make your heroes really tankers in Elder Vampire. Fascinating. But yes, so tier 4, tier 4, tier 3, but Blood Parasite and Holy. And Undead Slayer, so we're not going to mess with his. Okay, we could keep making rings. I want to see if I can make him a better... no, we can't do anything. Never mind. That's why we stopped making things. So you gained a level of renown. Great, more knowledge income. So now... do you get... You do get Mantle of the Blood Noble. That's hilarious. Okay, we are gonna head towards this blighted tree. We're gonna grab the gold next, but after the gold, we're grabbing a forester. So they are going to try to clear this out once they fully heal up. We are completely redoing you. Hold on. When they die, so you just need 2 ranged units. Boom, boom. In you go. So that army is good to go for now. 1101, 1388. You know what? We can see how well they do. I don't think they're going to do very well. And these guys are just setting up. To blitz down the Fountains of Elation when we declare war. In order to burn this to the ground so Almach can grab the Haunted Halls. And push out a little more. Not much more. We should be able to easily get to 30. That's far enough away, I really don't care. Oh, Prophetic Observatory. Okay, that's why they slapped that down there. Good, we've got our mint into stone walls, and then some gold. We're making units. Yeah, so Blood Cultist. We'll move them up here. Well, I guess by the town. So you only need ranged. You need Blood Cultists. Alright, so you two go here. After the Blood Cultist, we'll queue up a Mortalis and let that sit. Mortalist. Right, Carnival Flesh, then Gold, and then after the Carnival Flesh... there's nothing I want to build there. Right. Yeah, but this takes a while to build. So, gold. Gold. That's a Necropolis. Right? But we want this. If this is in range... 7 turns? Jesus, that's why we wanted the Carnival Flesh. We could snag these, right? And potentially build research out here. Which is not a bad way to go. And skip. I wanted to grab glades for the ability to build trees. And that's it. But knowing... Yeah, we can grab some forestry out here. I think we turned this into like a research section. Here. Here... again, we want mainly research. So, we can grab these and just have them and turn this into a research section as well, right here. Right? 1921 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. We're gonna definitely have 30 in here. It does mean the odds of us getting up to Druidic Empire not happening. Which is fine. And that's the other thing. Because we grab the Tome of the Revenant, we now have 3 in every affinity, meaning we are getting a plus 20 income from Empire of the Cosmos. And from here, we will probably focus Shadow and Material. I don't think there's any nature, my instinct is always to go Shadow, Material, in nature because it is such a powerful combination. And I don't think there are any Home of the Beast does have its uses, right? Animal kinship. When adjacent to a friendly animal, right? But at this stage, is there anything bigger? Maybe, right? We can't... Oh, no, we can do super growth. Kind of makes animals go, so there's an option. Dragons is not a bad one, but it's Nature of Chaos. I'd want pure nature. Nature's Wrath. Could work? Right? Awaken Instincts. Devolve. Awaken the Forest. Summon Horned God. Maybe. Goddess's Nature is out. Prosperity kind of worked. Like, we couldn't do Gaia's Chosen. We couldn't do Blessing of Paradise. Oh, no. We couldn't do Enchanted Bloom. Right? Everything else, even the Garden of Bliss we could use. Dragons kind of works, but that's a split. Right? Blades kind of works, because like I said, aspect of the root affects polearm units. We have polearm units. We do like to create forests. Leaf Skin's great. Sacred Meadows, great. Right? I wish it was not friendly units on the hex, but in the domain, but whatever. But, you know, it's a food increase, so it works. But outside of Tome of Glades, it's iffy. Doom Herald would supercharge us for breaking morale. Transformation would work too. Enhancement and Prophecy would work as well to supercharge our crit rate. So options, but you can see nature I don't think is happening in this particular game. You've been made. You're going to the Lost Tower, and I'm probably gonna have to fight it. Let me throw down a bookmark. No one can steal that. You pop in 9 turns. You need a Carnival's Flesh as well. Carnival Flesh is just sheep. Yeah. So if this is like science right here, we could change some of this. Like, no matter what, we'll get the iron deposit. So replacing it with a farm is not unheard of. The research outpost, not so much. So that would give this at least a +2. And this can only be a forester? Forest, sunless. Yeah. Wait, sunless doesn't take over grass. Huh. Hold on. I want to check. So fertility. No, not fertility. Tier. Not Glades. Paradise. What does this say? Gains grassland and forest. It wouldn't lose sunless. I think we can actually use everything in here except Gaia's Chosen. So there is an argument made. Maybe instead of Home of Glades, maybe we grab Paradise instead. Because we can use a lot more in here and the Garden of Bliss than we can the Tome of Glades. Maybe. Something to try. Because I think we changed the order, though. I think Doom Herald next after Terramancy. Sorry. Getting distracted. It happens a lot. Surprise. So we'll close that. Let that tick. Let that tick. You're good. You're gonna fight. says it's easy. Honestly, if I lose the spiders, I don't care at this point. Legend. Close. Don't need the hammer. Shred it. I'll take it. Look! Spider Matriarch. Yay! Now we only have to do that 2, 4, 6, 7 more times. This needs to be changed. Level up an animal unit. Lower the amount of renown you get, but just level up an animal unit. We'll keep the Spider Matriarch, which means you only need... no. There's... Monks aren't racial units? No, yes they are. Alright, Blades of Decay, Blood-Drinking Blades, Earth King. Yeah, Gift of the Old Blood. Yeah, because they're Blood Ogre monks. But a Painbringer might be better. So we're gonna move you 1534. You need to heal. You need to heal. We need to readjust this. You produced gold into the library. It's fine. You're fine. We're building you right. Save game. Bookmark 3 is fine. Explore. Still risky. Okay, so what is this? Gives us battle vulnerable defenders. I think Lost Wizard against my attacks. Vulnerable and defenseless is better than Berserk. Although, is it? They will start next to allies, which means they'll start wailing away on each other for the first turn. But they still deal extra. I think we lose the mana. Wow. Maybe not. Those dragons would do a lot, but it only works for a single turn. Yeah, versus Sun to Auto combat. We'll see how much we lose. I'm honestly willing to take that because I wanted to trade out the Deathstalker. And the Death... No, I think we want the Death Guard. But I'm willing to trade out the Deathstalker for a different unit. So I will take that. So, strongest weapon, Brutal Demon's Blade. Ooh, Shoot Crossbow. Leading Fiend Slayer. Wealth, more gold so we can boost things. Defenses, gain a Phoenix unit, or Imperium. Imperium it is. Why? Because then I do not feel bad grabbing both this, both Specialist, and Consolidated Industry. I'll hold off on Siege Masters for a little. So that gave us a gold boost and a stability boost. You're gonna need to repair, so you need... I would consider this melee. So ranged, ranged. So we need 2 more melee units. Also, there's something I want to point out, right? If we go to here, show Tome Library, my tomes. I want discipline. Empowered strikes. Enchantment doesn't apply to units without a repeating base melee attack. Seems incredibly restrictive, but I understand why, right? Giving a single target unit the ability to stun every other turn fairly consistently is incredibly powerful. I want you to make me a monk. What does the monk have? Let's see. Decay, drinking... Oh, empowered strike. Effects are increased for single shot attacks. But it doesn't apply to single shot attacks. That needs to be fixed. Also... Draining Strike is a multi-hit attack. This is a Blood Ogre. Why does it not have empowering strikes? It's a Blood Ogre. Right? So that shouldn't matter. It's a unit enchantment anyways. Right? Actually, I think a better place to check it would be here. Right? Yeah, empowered strikes, unit enchantment. Polearm shield fighter skirmisher. Ah, okay, that's why it doesn't apply. It's a mythic unit. It does not count as a polearm skirmisher fighter shield unit, that sort of thing. It counts as a mythic unit. Never mind, we solved that. Okay. Okay. We'll let you heal up. We'll end the turn. Nothing I want to make. We're saving up the Imperium. End turn. Great. Well, what's this? Just do it, share best wines and ale. I mean, it either fails or it doesn't. So either all cities gain 13 stability for 6 turns, or one city gains 21 stability for 6 turns. There's no reason... Oh, lose the gold. Ah, fine, whatever. Hey, it worked! Cool, Chaos Boon. I'm gonna hold off on the 6th hero. A new rally has started. You were headed for this army. Blood Cultist. You need a town hall. Oh. You, we'll say, are headed up here. You were headed for this army. But I don't have enough. Alright, I'll wait a turn. That's fine. You need a melee unit. I don't... Yeah, so we're gonna have to readjust you. So in 6 turns... I think at turn 110 is when I declare the war. And you were headed to here to clear this out. The Pulcher of Steel. Okay. The best we can do is set up like this. You're gonna try to clear out the Blighted Tree. Should take mana to help with that. We've still got 3 turns here. Like I said, this pops and then this goes back to normal. After the bathhouse. We could do a shrine. Again, I don't think I need the mana. Arcane Institute isn't a bad grab. Like I get the more research, the better. So let's bookmark. Oh, hold on. Where? There we go. Explore. Oh. Block growth for 5 turns. Ooh. Either way, it's low risk. I don't want to block the growth. I may need to fight this. And we have time for it. Shit, no, I'll take that. 84 souls, 69 mana. Making 14 souls, so don't care about this. Get some nymphs, a Thunderbird mount, or a Chaos Orb. I'm actually gonna take the Chaos Orb. And then immediately shred it. Great. So that we can see tier 4. Hold on. Primary. Do we like axes or hammers or swords? We'll do it. Fire damage. Oh no, hold on. Hold on. This is a one-handed axe. We want two-handed. Ooh, we could do a Nodachi. A flaming... Ooh, what can we put here? Assassin strike... Right, so we don't need inflict parasite. Because we have that, we don't need bleed either. We do want torment. Undead is immune to disease, but not decay. Maybe. Because we don't have a way to shred. What's the word I want? Sundered defense. What do we need for that? Ooh, nope, hold on. Actually, that's not a bad one either. But sundered defense, sundered defense, sundered defense. There it is. What do we need for this? Arcanium ore. Usually found underground, but I don't think there is any. That's a mana node. Yeah. Gold vein. No, no, no. So unless something pops up, there is no arcanium ore. On this map. Or we go transmutation. One of the two. Oh, resume game. Wrong button. Boop. Go to the surface. So we do need to keep that in mind. Major ambition, which gives him Farseer. So now he doesn't need the True Sight, but that's okay. So back to this. So again, primary, two-handed, Nodachi, on fire. That does torment, thundered resistance, more crit chance, or damage. I think damage is better. We'll try this one out. The Flaming Broadsword of Agony. Sure. So we'll make that for one of our heroes. Great. Library and a bathhouse is perfect. Still got a few turns there. You... Right, that's done. You know what? I don't know if we can get the ash. I don't know if that's... That might be one step too far. That is something to consider. But he's gonna be clearing stuff out. He needs to head in this direction. Anyways, so yeah, let's get these two armies headed in this direction, and he can come help. Cultist, you're done, done. Stone walls into gold. Definitely need that. Yeah, done. Orders required. You're waiting on units. Another blood cultist, which you are not making. So let's go ahead, queue that up. And after that, on our hero army, who is right here, melee. Sorry, range melee. So you need melee units. I could see an argument for a hero being all tier 3 and above units, but for now, I think one Death Guard and maybe another tier 3 unit is fine. Well, they know what's coming. I'm just hoping by the time we're ready, we can either bait them into fighting on defensive round, or we have enough to overwhelm. Excavated. Great. Down here. Here you go. Here you go. Undead Resentment, selecting research. A Drone of the Cycle wouldn't be bad. It's a very powerful, right? Sacrificial Blight. Target non-hero friendly unit is killed. Adjacent enemies suffering 10 blight damage per tier of the affected unit sacrificed. This always triggers... Yeah. So, use this to reset his cooldown. Giving us Cycle's End. Slightly, right? It either weakens them or it kills them instantly and restart the cycle. If alive, 70 hit points. If dead, brought back to life. And there's nothing I can think of I want to dig for, so we'll go ahead and grab this. Stone Skin is a spell, so we'll pass on that. New Empire skill, which is annexing an uninhabited province, summons an animal unit under control, depending on the province. Don't care. All cities gain 1 pop. Care. With 600 in the bank, I will grab Siege Masters before I forget. +4 vision range. All heroes gain a rank. That's 17 turns. Yeah, no reason not to grab it. You know what? Let's grab this instead. Just to say we have it. Withdrawn to the Astral Void. Great. You're headed into this army. So you need another blood cultist, that's fine. Then after that, double gold. You two, oh, actually, hold on. Hold on. You need this, and you need this. And then what do we want? Oh, do we have any, like, interesting units? We got Painbringer, Deathstalker. I thought we got a Knight. That might be this. We definitely want the Blood Moon Ritual spell. But it's all vampires. So that would help our enemy too. Yeah, drafting of... I thought there was a way to get some sort of... Hold on. Infopedia. That's tomes. Is this cultures? Cultures. We are... dark. Oh! Okay, so it's the tyrants that get the knight. We get the Deathstalker. Okay. So the tyrants get by tier. They both get Pursuer, Immortals, and Outriders. We get the Mortalist, they get the Warlock. They also get the Tyrant Guard and the Tyrant Knight. Okay. Good to know. In that case, is there somewhere we want to put a necropolis? Again, giving up, like, going major quarries here, right? And turning these quarries into a science station. Not the worst idea. Right? Converting this into, like, a mausoleum. Just for the science boost. Right? Because otherwise... Well, I guess the better thing to do would be like... Yeah, we're going to have to look at that. But you're good. We've got gold. You're not making anything. Okay, so what do you need? Nothing's boosted. So we're gonna... That's the thing now. We're gonna lose souls. Oh, right. Before I forget, we want to cast Undead Resentment. So we'll let that tick. We are going to war, but there's no threat here. I think we need the Mage's Guild. Like, it wouldn't hurt, but I don't think we need it. The reason being, if we show the tome library, my tomes, if I remember correctly. No. Is it Crimson Rain? When cast, Gift of the Old Blood. Oh no, wait. Revenant. I thought... there was something we had already. Where it was gain a crap ton of mana. Not blood right. We got all of that. Is it Tome of the Great Transformation? Hold on. Domain of Death. Necrotic Spires. Bone Dragon. Fatigued Legion's not a bad one. Well, we can't do Whiteborn, but that's okay. No. Corruption? No, it can't be corruption. Am I going insane? Hold on. What thing gives you mana from vassals based on population in Age of Wonders 4? No, what? There is something. What spell? Is it a spell? It's gotta be a spell. Or buildings? Faith. No. Building? Am I going insane? Blood ogres. Cult of the Death. I'm sure someone will remind me in the comments. I could have sworn. Oh, maybe we do need it. 192. This is gonna drive me nuts. Sorry, I apologize. Lens of Anguish is +5. Academy. Crypt Temples just straight up +40. Grave Obelisk is +30. Chambers, the Shrine. Unless it comes with this. Well, Blood Moon Ritual, Throne. Teleportation circle. Yeah, maybe I'm going insane. I swear that like there's one for food, one for gold, and one for mana. But maybe I'm completely wrong. Town Hall, Foundation, Crawls, Castle Chambers. Transfer Ritual, Lab, Vision Range, Desecrate. Oh, wait, hold on. What? Oh. Gain Sunless enemies, sustained 20. Alright, I'm going insane. I could have sworn there was something we had access to. A building we could build only in the Throne City. That gave us +50 mana and plus 50 mana for raising and pillaging provinces, +50 mana or 20 or something like plus mana for raising and pillaging provinces, plus mana for stacking a city, and plus mana based on the population that our vassals have. Alright, you're setting up, setting up, setting up. 5 more turns. I'm gonna put you guys into sleep mode. You're ready to go now. Good. You need... That's what we're trying to decide. What do we want to throw in here? either a Vampire Spider Matriarch or a Deathstalker. The thing is, so this doesn't count as undead, right? But it does get empowered strikes. Versus our Deathstalker. Into decay. That's an N. You know what? I think we make another Deathstalker. I think that's fine. We'll let that sit.
Ah.
Not my favorite unit, but a useful unit until I can replace it with something else. I think we're good. And while that ticks... Yeah. Nope. No, it's not the Basilica of Lamentation, is it? No. Yeah, I know there is something I am missing that does that. You're working on the Smith's Guild, that's fine. After that, 1 of gold, and just to finish things off, I'll queue up the Vampire Blood. You're going in there. This army is actually going to come up here to help this army. These 3 armies, I think. There. Up there. Now the Soul Vault. It's not the Soul Vault, was it? No, because we can build that in every city, so it can't be that. Oh, that's neat. Return to Watchkeep. Undead Resentment. So this does take souls to upkeep, and that's a problem. I only make 42. So we can't trigger this yet. Because it literally only lasts 2 turns. Soul Drain. Gain 30 souls. We can only do that a few times. That feeds on each other. Yeah. I think we have to do Terramancy and then the Great Transformation so that we can afford to cast Resentment of the Undead. We got 1 more turn, right? You're not close enough. Yeah, 1 more turn. Oh, nope. We're good to go. I'm still gonna wait for turns. So this army... This is good to go. We can go on the offense here. Not a problem. In 3. Oh! Alright, so we've lost the gold. So that means I can pop this for 22 Imperium. Oh, the gold mine here! Oh. Well, we're gonna burn this to the ground soon. So I will grab this instead. I won't spend the 120. I will build the bathhouse. We'll ditch the Arcane Institute. We'll go bathhouse, gold, town hall. Draw the Whispering Stone, because we don't need it here. Oh, we shouldn't. I don't think there's anyone else to give. Oh, no, we can give it to you for now. It's not a lot, but it's something. Okay. These guys are headed up here, and you go to there, and you... No good? Are headed up here. We'll wait until there's a full 3 stack. You're good. These armies are good to go. And we're actually going to hold off on producing units. How many armies do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We should be able to easily support 9. So let us make... but we don't have the gold. So yeah, so we'll hold off on that. Sworn. This is gonna kill me, man. I want Terramancy first, so we can blow up all the mountains near us. I think that's weirdly a bit more important. So you have hopped. I'm actually not gonna have, right? So we're at 21. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not going to have them grab any more territory. We have Druid Cycle, Chamber of the Right. We definitely want that. We can't rush it. Yep, that's going to take a while. We've got a bathhouse. That's good. New skill, which is Vassals gain... Okay, that... Oh, we're making so much. I'm just gonna grab it, so I don't forget to grab it. He's in the Astral Void. Knowing he's in the Astral Void, I'm gonna slap down a bookmark. We're going to slap down 2. We're going to do bookmark 2 and 3. And we'll use 2 and 1. We're going to, because he's in the Astral Void, we're going to declare a justified war. Declare war. Great. For a brief heart, he has 4 vassal cities? Okay, my mind is set. We're at war, so be it. Tell me your plan. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna say tell me your plan. Oh, wow. I guess we can always cancel the defensive pact. Can't you... Alright, now for the easy part of the plan, let's do what I do best and see if you do too. Kill the vampires. Then you do what your kind does best. All that wretched blood voodoo to open the crypt. As established, we'll need the blood of the consort to perform your rite, so you know what that means. Slay them. The blood is already mine. I'll grab that Imperium. Impressive work. Need gold. Oh, interesting. If I do this, we gain an alliance. We gain a ton of gold. You know what? I don't mind joining an alliance with her. That's one less person I have to worry about. So yeah, probably don't need to be told what is at stake here, but let me spill it out for you. Regardless, Urvatog sided the arch vampires like Malevolith and Torok. This in turn sided most elven vampires like yourself. Urvatog would return all vampires, and the spawn would instantly flock to his side. Together they would unleash an unstoppable united front against all the worlds within. Must be stopped. Go lead the way. You know what? Let's do it. We accept that quest. So that's our quest. That is our win condition. To kill the Deathless God. Okay. We can't. Alright, well, cool. So, Forever War with... I still think if they're at war, you should be able to... You only get half the benefits, but you should be able to give them a stone. So it's going to be a Forever War against Bridgedale, but Civil Forge gets vassals. That's fine. Right. Oh, right. We could grab a 6th Tira. We have a lot of... I'm gonna grab a Crusader. It's hilarious. I don't know. Alright, you don't get the Flaming Broadsword of Agony. That was you. So we lose the stun. But stun and resistance, Grim Executioner, Keen Edge, Frenzy Blade, Parasite. 17 and 17 versus 30. Oh. But the trade-off is it's not 10-10-10, right? Against him. Really? Alright, hold on. Maybe this is a bad one to look at. Okay. Interesting. So you have fire resistance, but no frost or holy. So it's 10-7-10. So 27 versus 24. I'm only going to do half. Still going to give it to him. We'll try it out. Heroes. That was Dark Flame? No, he gets the Sight Taker. The Brutal. Confirmed. Okay. Arsenal. I'm still going to keep that around. What I will queue up... Oh, hold on. Let's see what our new hero has. Hold on. Brutal, Dark Flame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we have 2 Dark Flames. Alright. Interesting. Inspect. Can I rename you? Adjust appearance. We're going to call you Dark Crusader. Just so I know you're the Crusader. Accept changes. Everything else is fine. So no items of any sort. So we'll start off with the basic items. That's helmet, torso, and legs. Yep, you're headed to here. You're headed to here. You're headed to there. Grab the vision range. We're making 129 at the point. We have declared war. So in we go. I probably should have waited a turn, but we should be okay. You wait a turn. You wait a turn. You know what? We'll go this way and then grab this on the way out. Open hero screen. Didn't we already give this to you? Yes. The Brutal. Oh, that's fine. Okay, and now we're friendly with them, which is fine. Okay, we're probably gonna need this. Interesting. Countess Farm adds the Rose Knight. Huh. So we're gonna want an outpost here, oddly enough, to claim this. And I know I still haven't chosen the 6 skill points for. I appreciate that now with the newest thing we do. Whenever you recruit a hero, they immediately just reset all their points. Hold on. Province is being pillaged. You can pillage that for all you're worth, man. I'm actually just gonna destroy that outpost. And this outpost. You pop in 3. After that, we'll do gold. Bounty has been posted. I will accept that, because now that we've started this, we do want to do that within relatively... Oh, no, wait. That is the city we're going for. We're good, then.
Ah.
Alright. You're going to here. Be a Spelljammer. You go to here. Start the siege. 4 projects. Awesome. So what do we have to it? Wall. Towers. Gone. Stone walls. Gone. Catapult towers. Eh. Battlements. Which they have. Done. So either onagers or revels of blood. I find onagers to be more useful. So, 8 into our gold. That's okay. Not creating a bounty. Helmet. Ooh, a signature skill is available. Right, this is our ritualist. So she's not going to want to get into melee. I think at the very least I take Siphon Blood. And there is... going down this route is so powerful. So I'll do that. And we're done. Tier 3 staff is fine. You get the helmet, and we need boots and a torso. Armor first. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. First. Yep, you're gonna help with this. Save game. Mark 1. Trigger this fight. Oh. Again, I didn't need the experience. Oh no, I lost a 2 unit. Taken. Mask of Fortune. I'm gonna shred that, but I will definitely take the research. So now you're good to honestly head in this direction. And you're good to, weirdly enough, head in this direction. And then you are just going to be a pure defensive arm. So we will put you, I guess, here for now. Right, skills. So, soul draining strikes. Now feels more appropriate. I mean, Materium is good just because of the purging strikes. So let's do initiative shadow. Adept of Shadow. And we will do Soul Draining Strikes and Unholy Leader. Move forward. After that... Oh, we went Protective. Okay. Restore. I feel like the Restore is better for our particular army. The Rejuvenated... Oh, that's have one... Okay, hold on. So that's 2... That's 15 and 1. Wait, what's the difference? Target... Oh, this is an AoE. So do we want an AoE? Or do we want a single target heal? That just wipes all negative status effects. I feel like the Restore is the way to go. And he went Protective. Huh. Interesting. Why can't I choose this one? That's weird. This should be unlocked. That's a bug, and I don't know why it's triggering. Grace isn't bad. Gain Obscured. Hold on. So let's take Wild Growth and either True Strike, guaranteeing they're always hit, or Obscuring. Meaning they become 40% harder to hit. This leads to Awaken, target transform versus increase by 1, but the AoE goes up. Okay, hold on. Huge range. Let's give him the range. Then the clear status effects. That leaves 2. We'll take the stun and fade growth to get to spreading wild growth. Let's see, still. I personally like to go hostile. Which I guess I could reset. Let's reset. I know we're using it up. So hostile. First, right? And the range in this. We still want Initiative of Shadow. And we still want Adept of Shadow. Unholy Leader. I'm actually going to pass on the strikes. Completely. And instead... take the Restore to wipe negative status effects. I think this should kind of be changed. Right? I think this should be an AoE heal remove 1, and this should be a single target remove 2. But that's fine. And then Living Vines. The unit at the end of this unit's turn. So our Dark Crusader, that I don't remember this. Base 40% harder to hit with ranged attacks. Or chance to cause weaken into Life Theater. Cancel. Maybe. We're definitely gonna want this. Do we want fake growth? So either we pop up 3 vines, but they're only there for 2 turns. Or when we cast this, right? Everything within a 2-hex radius gets distracted, weakened, and guaranteed life seed. I think Living Wild Growth is better, because this is time it so your our units can take advantage of it. I prefer to use it as a toss it out, slow the enemy down. That's fine. So this can still trigger. We still want this confirmed. So I didn't need, well, I didn't need to do that, right? Then, definitely Stunning Drain. I want to see what this does. Fey Growth. With the last 3, so either it heals for 50 into more resistance, into Reincarnate, or restore strength into Decompose, into Polymorph, into Regen, and Death Ward. I think this is literally just going to be used to remove status effect. This is going to be tossed out as a thing. Let's increase. I think I got 3 points. I think getting to this is super important. Swift. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Natural Vitality. You can grab all 3 of these. Rooted Resistance. Okay. And more. Oh, wow. So this. Well, this turns that into a 20. If that turns this into 45. And you combine it with. Okay, there's abilities here. I think we might pass on this and go down this route here. For the strengthened, the decompose, the regen, into more strengthened and debuffs grant more weakened. Right. As is, I've got 2 points left. Let's really make this mother trucker. Right. Theoretically, if I understand how this is going to stack, Fey Growth, at the end of its turn, it will get obscured. So that's a 40% chance for enemies to miss. Combine it with this. And now it's base 60. Before you even get to range and something in the way and that sort of thing. Alright, hero levels up. This is our warrior. We have Grim Executioner. So I'm really not interested in Undying. Like, Undying Warrior is good. Brutal Parry's good. But Missed Away into Vampiric Flight is better. Resistant Helmet, we can throw that on our newest hero. Is Dark Crusader. Oh, we already did. Okay. Orders required. We started the siege. You're moving up. Great.
Ooh.
You're moving up. And we will actually pull you back to here. Pull you out. And throw you in here. And now this entire army will head into this direction.
Ooh.
Alright, so we've got a decent stacks there. Great. You're busting butt all the way over here. I don't think there's anything we want to grab. Yeah, this will be nice. But again, 14 turns, we need... That's the thing, we're not going to get deep into the... Imperium tree here. Until we focus even more Shadow and Material. So that's why I think we're only going to get Shadow and Material. Right? Because we need the souls... And we need that Terramancy to clear out space for our cities. Okay. You are digging. Yeah. Great. Pump the gold into a ballista tower, into more gold. Rimrise can annex another province. And I think we do turn this into research here. More importantly, we're grabbing the battleground keep. Now, quarries give research. So we want this city to be a ton of quarries. At the very least. So we're looking at Workers' Guild. Not a Mages Guild. Because... I've got 4 in the bank. You've already made it. Right, so you need the shrine. Alright, yeah, so after the stronghold, the shrine is fine. And after the shrine, the grave obelisk is fine. And after the... And then we'll hold off. Right? You are headed back in this direction. You are getting involved in this. Yeah, sure, I'll pillage it anyways. And you're a defense army. For now. You need to be reassessed. Wait a minute. Right, you're the one with the major ambition. Well, which we've done, so it doesn't matter, but he's kind of built for this sort of thing. You're headed, honestly, in this direction to help the Night Watch grow. Night Watch can grab Bloodthroat. I think this is our 5th city. It's a bit weird to make a 5th city. 4 is usually my max. What are you? Night Watch, Dark Paragons, Super Growth Animal Kinship, Cult of Tyranny. Interesting. So you have some unique buildings. So that's something to consider. But that'll give us Bloodthroat. That'll give us Pit of... Oh, right. We're at 4 now. 5 can either give us the Pit of Pain, and we can build that. Or, this as a 5th one gives us Bloodthroat, Altar of Devoration, and potentially Whispering Graves. Right? So that's 3 for this city alone. Enchanted Armor is going on our newest hero, who's the Crusader. Inspect. Great. Oh, actually, She can use the charged mantle. We'll hold off on the armor. Might need that for another hero. So you definitely need the boots. Blueprints. Sorry. The legs. Sorry. Blueprints. Custom. Enchanted greaves. Yep, that's fine. You returned, but it's too late. You go where you're going. You're going to be the start of another army. I would like every main army to look like this army. Maybe trade the Scald out for the Druid, except that costs a lot of Imperium, which we do have. We can afford that, right? 1, 2, right? This is at 3, so that would drop us to 131 potentially, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another 30. That still drops us only down to 100 Imperium a turn. And we're going to have way more Imperium than that. He says. So it wouldn't get the Druid of the Cycle. How much? It's only 3. It does get Mantle of the Blood Noble. It's not undead. That's the catch. Of course, neither is the Scald, is it? So it really doesn't matter. I'm gonna make one of these, he says. You're fine. You're fine. You're done. You're defense. And you're headed in that direction. Good. Done. Great. End turn. Oh no! It's dead. Okay. Looks like he's heading south. So... You're the defender? Yes. No. You're the trainer. Who's our defender? You're a defender. So you will fall back this way. You will go this way. And you will fall back as well. And we're going to pull you out. Because you need another melee. We'll do that. We'll build a melee unit. Here. You can grab another. Hold on. What does this count as? This counts as a farm. Interesting. Did we already build the... We have not. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to claim that as a farm. And queue up our Carnival of Flesh here. And we'll do farm. Chamber of Right. We need to get that built in every city as quickly as possible. I think Diffuse Health is the way to go here. So we'll grab that. New skill. Which is... Raising a city yields plus 20 gold permanent income. It doesn't sound like much, since we're only planning to raise one city. But we'll take it. Area excavated. Great. Here, snag that. And then this way, and then we'll excavate that. We've got the Smith's Guild here. And here we will queue up Chamber of Rights will take 4 turns. I think that is okay. What we will do is gold twice, then a Chamber of Rights, and then we'll stop. Spell ready to cast. Again, I can't afford the up. Like, I can't, like, I could cast this now, and then it'll cancel itself in 4 turns, if not less, 3 turns. 120, 4 turns. So, pointless right now. Great, good news, proceed. Hold on. How does this read? Or conquering a free city. We're not conquering a free city. So you there. Got the Enchanted Greaves. I don't think there's anything else we want to make. Stronghold is good to go. We need the mana. That's fine. And then we need gold again. So I think in here we grab this right away. And after this is burned, I think I need to put an outpost here to claim this until this city can expand far enough to claim it. Alright, and yeah, you're headed in this direction. 300, 500. Should be able to handle that entire stack by itself. You're waiting. You're making a unit, so we'll hold off. Is anyone pumping out gold? Nope. No. Alright. After that, double gold. You're fine. Alright. We'll let that stick. Otherwise, we're good. And turn. You can head down this way to help with defense. I think they're headed in this general direction. So they can burn this outpost to the ground. Oh, they pulled back. That's fine. Oh no, my outpost. Not that. So, oh no, they're pillaging our outpost. Alright, so we've triggered this. Let me pull you guys back in direction. So we'll do that last. You're made. As much as I want to, we'll double pump this. Oh, do I? How much? 240. I'm making 131. Oh, wait. This is... Oh, sorry. This is Grimrise. I thought this was Almar. 4. Grab it. Ooh. Hold on. That's 5. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hold on. You know what? I'll grab the 3rd farm. Spend 96 to grab the gold one. Thus, that gives us the obelisk. Indu produce merchandise. Carnival of Fletch, oddly enough, right in here. Farm. Oh! I could transfer this to Olmec. Turn it into a farm, right? Put a teleporter here and a carnival of flesh here. Which is not a bad idea. That's something interesting to go. We could do Beacons Unity, that's not our win condition. You need a melee unit. You have your melee unit. There we go. You're helping defend. You're helping defend. You're the attack. We want this unit in this direction. We'll queue up 2 Painbringers? And you're moving in this direction. Yeah, we'll put him in here for now. Defend. I'm gonna help. Oh, are you in the way? We'll go here and wait a turn. Right, and I think all we have left is the fight. Let me save bookmark. And I said we're using 1 and 2, right? Uh-oh. Nah, screw this up. That's okay. Nope. There you go. Attack. Oh, I thought he had 2 or... this is nothing. I thought he had 2 or 3 stacks there. Great. Raise it. Wait, hold on. Is there... Raising yield. Pillaging. Win a battle, don't care. Grievances. Oh, that's the top of the chaos. We're not getting to that one. Okay. Yeah, skill per population. I swear there's something added in this DLC. That was a fever dream. Someone in the comments or live, if you want to do the research, find that for me. I am going to grab this because we are raising a city. It'll give us about 5 population to a city. And you guys can head together in this direction, knowing you're pulling out. So we'll wait a turn. All right. Good. You're good. We can't really afford to build at a... We've got the mana, not the gold. Oh. Auto combat? We won. We took some damage. Could I do better? I could probably do better, but where we are in the timing, I'm going to accept that so we can readjust them. So we got souls, gold, and research. So now we're going to pull back. You're headed into this army. You're still headed south for defense. And... Is that 3? Oh, yeah. You're headed this way. That gives us 3 for defense. You're headed this way. And we're going to readjust these. So we have diffuse health. Great. New tome. Show tome library. Materium. Tier. We want Terramancy. Honestly, why? Earth Shatter. Everything else is nice. Excavated ley line is pretty good for us. Ley line focus is good. The start of the turn, right? So what this does is battle major support units, as long as they haven't moved, resistant and huge damage buff. Those are the only two. Like, everything else we can use, but those are the only two we care about.
Ignore the middling mages
So,
who seek to raise the dead or
don't
harness
care about
lightning and
seismic
fire
shock.
to hurl
I
at you.
do care
These
about
fools
Earth
know
Shatter.
not the power resting
I will
beneath their
lock
feet.
Leyline Focus,
But they will.
and I will grab...
In the final moments of their insignificant existences, when you bury them beneath a mountain and rend the land beneath their cities.
Earth Shatter. Great. We got diffuse health. Our ruler leveled up. Tier 13. And we will grab Wildfire. Confirm. Did we get something? Oh, we got Enchanted Greaves. I believe our support guy needs that. Which is you. Confirm. And we'll pull you back to here. So you need a Painbringer, and you need a Painbringer. Great, so there's one. Two. Remember, they're gonna survive this no matter what, because we're turning them into a farm. So what'll happen is, eventually we park the Defender in this area, and they just sit there. It's like, every few turns, we need a hero for bodies and loot and such. Speaking of... yeah, I'll disenchant that and that. Oh, not the Spider Bell. Yep, withdrawn to the Astral Void. We're fine. You're headed in that direction. You're headed into this army? Yes. In you go. No heroes. Huh. Alright. Maybe we do a two-prong attack here. And you're still headed in this direction. 500, 800, 1100, 1800 should be fine. Melee units. Alright, hold on. Who needs what? So you need a Painbringer. And you're the Ritualist. So you have one ranged unit, and you're getting the Painbringer, bringing you up to full melee. You're... there we go. You're ranged. Oh, so you need a Painbringer and another melee unit. So you're headed in that direction. You're going in that direction. You're headed in this direction. We'll adjust that as needed. You're going in... oh, actually... just to save on building time, you can head in this direction as well. Done. Done. There we go. Dig. Wait. Wait. Okay, so that's done. Kind of saving up the gold. After your Carnival of Flesh, double pump, and we'll see where we land. I'm not trying to draft. You always need mana. with that. So we need mana, research, and gold. So that's what we'll look into. Okay. When do you pop? Turns. And that's why we built the Carnival of Flesh. We'll double pump gold just to get it going. Into... Maybe we don't need this in every structure. We'll do that for now. Excavated. That side is clear. There's these two, so we'll head in that direction. Fastest way there, don't care how. You are coming to here. You are heading into this army. We're heading into this army. We're heading into that army. I think you're heading into that army. And you're headed in to reinforce this as well. You... Really, that's the fastest way around, huh? Are headed... in this direction. And these guys will vassalize the ever-flowing cathedral, which is just spread all over the place, huh? Well, the thing is, if I migrate my population, I then take control of it. I don't want to. I can create a bounty. Great, that takes care of a mana. So... double gold, you pop in 3. I still like the idea of converting this into farmland. So we'll give up that quarry. And so, what did I say? Carnival of Flesh here. Farm. Teleporter here. So let me slap down the teleporter. Still growing in 3, that's fine. Theoretically, you can do this fight by yourself. 3. Says it's low risk. If I lose a couple of units, I honestly don't care. Didn't lose anyone. Take that. Channeling's not bad. Enchanted Protector. I'll take the rewards. Back here. Now you can expand a bit freer. And what we'll do is head in this direction to claim Bloodthroat. Okay, hold on. Let's look at our armies. Painbringer. So you need a Painbringer. We need one more in this direction. You're headed to here. You're headed into... hold on. Oh, right. Done. Done. But this actually might be useful. I don't know if we'll get it. This is definitely useful. Again, I don't know if we're going to be here another 50 turns. It's super useful. I don't know if we'll get it. Because the next one after this is the Great Transformation. So we can just start desecrating resource nodes to crank our soul income high enough to do what we need to do. Then use proceed. Awesome. Did something. Alright, so this is a mess. You're in there, so ranged, melee. You need, hold on, this. So our main army is good to go. Right. Ranged. You're getting a Painbringer and you're good to go. So you go into that army. Painbringer. Right. Ranged, melee line set up. You're going here. And you're headed into this army. What are you? You're a blood cultist. Which wouldn't hurt in this army. Okay, so we remade that army. Oh, wrong thing. You're going to there. You're going to there. Some easier way to tell when this is being built. You're going there. That'll get burned with it. So you're done. You need to heal. You'll head here. Not sunless. Which is weird because they want sunless. What do I want? Morbid Sacrifice. That's a 275. And 6 thralls. Oh, I got the thralls. You go where you're going. You auto-explore. You're all set. You're all set. You're all set. You're all set. End turn. I think they readjusted normal and hard difficulties. Beautiful. City ruins down. Oh, interesting. Dismantle. Yeah, so now he can go in this direction. Or they can go in this direction. But these three are going to head here. I'll fight here. Which we should be able to handle. Ooh, alright, so throwing a blood. Yep, gold into that. Into gold. Now we're super evil. Ethereum-wise, 7 more turns. Okay. You are headed into... Hold on. You're good. You need the Painbringer. So these three... Because I think he... Yeah, he has to stay there. That cancels... Oh, no, it doesn't. Beautiful. You guys... Oh. Shoot. Can head in this direction. What do you need? You kind of need a little bit of everything. Yeah, so you're headed in this direction as well. We'll regroup here, but we should be safe. You're headed there to heal. You're going where you're going. And we're doing a fight here. So save game. Bookmark 2. We're gonna fight. It says it's low risk. I'll let them use spells. I don't think they're gonna. Oh. Akira, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll take that. So, soul, gold, research, experience, an orb of weakening. We'll disenchant. Do we have enough? We're gonna step back and heal for a turn. What do you have? Melee, melee. So you're missing a melee unit. So you go into here. And now, yeah. So we'll heal up. A hero is leveled up. This is our Death Knight. Who we're getting to Deep Hunger. We want to rush to Vampiric Flight now. We don't have... Oh, we do! Devour. Let's see. 18. And that does level up here at a 14. Confirm. So our ruler leveled up. Well, I guess extra range wouldn't hurt. I'm comfortable with everything else in here. The other things we might want to look at, resistances aren't bad. Our other vampire's a little low on resistances for some reason. Spreading around the damage isn't bad. That's... And debuff abilities inflicts that. Not a fan of Gateway. More damage. Making our evocation... go up to 33 damage. I don't think it affects Wildfire, right? Not a bad idea. The more we set people on fire, the more damage we do. All attacks ignore status resistance. And resistance. So, like, there's a play here. I don't think we want the defense and evasion. I'm gonna grab the oh, do I want the resistance? Or status vulnerability? The faster we stack that... So we're at 14, so hold on. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Alright. We'll hold off on the blood... on the siphon blood range. Oh, hold on, what's the range now? That makes it range 5. But we'll do... resistance. We're a little low on resistance. I'm all about nuking things. We killed him. Great, we got more remains. Enter. So I am gonna desecrate. Right here. Floor. Ooh. Oh, interesting. Benevolent blood parasite is active. Benevolent blood parasite. What does that do? On unit death. Oh, well, that's interesting. We'll do infect. Auto combat. We should sweep it. Yeah. Stop the maggot. Lose a death card for a blood cultist. Fertilizer it is. Not that it really matters. 2 here. Yeah, there's no real good space for the outpost. You're fine. You're good. What are you missing? Oh, here we go. So you have ranged. Melee, melee, melee. So you need 2 ranged units. Perfect. There you go. Arcanist Library. What does this do? Per adjacent card to... that's not too bad. I think the cathedral's wide open. Ah, he says. So, what we're gonna do is, even though we're injured, we're gonna trigger this fight first. As weird as it seems, these guys are gonna head up here to unhook this so we get it. And what I'll do is build an outpost here for now. You have popped. Okay, knowing this is going to be a teleporter, and that farm's going there, after the... and I have 2,000 gold, I'm going to queue up a Carnival of Flesh here. Yes. And I'm going to give this to Alma. So you know what? I'll do it right now, right? If I do this... transfer to Alma, we should be good. You're going somewhere here. Great. You're going... oh, sorry. You're going here. You're pulling back. Oh, hold on. I thought I had... hold on. They should still be okay. Save game. Bookmark 1. I'll overwrite it. I don't care. For 120. You know what? I am going to trigger this on our defender. Have the defender trigger this. It says it's safe. Auto combat. I'll fight this one. If we lose any units. Right? I know it's a lot of tier 3s, but I don't think we should lose the monk. So I'm going to go ahead and retry this. Okay, so he's cast something. What is on you? Warding. Nope. Sworn Bond. What is Sworn Bond? Can we see? It's gonna be an ability he has? Back retaliations? Whoa! How did he get that? Liege Lord. Here are the Liege Lords of the house. Huh. Interesting. And hyper awareness. Okay. Interesting build here. No charging units. We do have to worry about, well, not Assassin Strike. Melee Strike. A Mage Lock, but no AoEs. Single target melee strike, so I don't care about that. That's a melee strike. That's... and he doesn't have a charge. That's a ranged attack. So we can get to here. Potentially. And take the hits. What we're gonna do is bunch up like this and cast regen here. You're fine where you are. We should be able to get to there. I'm gonna move you forward, you to here. here. Take the hit. Painbringer to here. You to here. You're on the middle. And regen here. And let's just make sure you're facing the right way at least. And we'll spawn a hatchling, and you're running ahead as bait, my friend. And then we'll just end the turn. Oh no! Not the bait. Okay, so you can't get anywhere. You can cause some havoc by getting here. And then triggering they're bleeding. Can take the damage, I don't care. You're melee. Up you go. You're melee. What is this? Oh, hold on. Can I think it's because he took damage. Alright. And you're melee to there. You're ranged. Scarlet Plague. You need to step up to here. Heat of the Revel. Nothing within range. You got 100% shot to hit there. We're gonna Death Hex you. Not sure what Sworn Bond does. But we've got some go there. You go there. Aimbringer. Teleport to there? What's the range on this? Oh, 3. I'll give him options. They're penned in. You can go there. Cool. Up you go. Nothing in range. Where are our shots? You got 100% there. Death Hex you. You're up there. Any shots? Okay, we got a shot there. Resisted Insanity. Interesting. Then I don't think... Yeah, we can't get any shots. So you there is fine. End turn. Again, if I lose this poor little spider, I don't care. What? Oh, so now we know how the monks died. They just get hero nuked into oblivion. So we're losing the monks. Alright. Now it's my turn. Agonizing Blast. All of them. So if they try to use... Ooh, beautiful. If they try to use Song of Carnage or Song of Revelry, they'll probably kill themselves. We've got a good, though, go there. I'm going to summon the Rose Knight here. In the Rose Knight... Can raise the... No? Hold on. Back. Target corpse. Can raise this... Oh, it's a melee. That's okay. Okay, I just wanted to see what the Rose Knight could do. Speed raise... Alright, hold on. Let these guys go here. Oh, they've been knocked back. So now the spiders are free to go this way and nibble them. The Painbringer can teleport behind these guys every turn. So what does this do? Flanker, Blood Parasite, Torment, or... Does it have any abilities? It's got Sworn Bond. Link to target friendly hero unit. Damage sustained by the Link unit is dealt to these units, but reduced Link unit gains strengthen. So it doesn't really have abilities, so we'll take the damage. We'll cast Decay. We'll step you forward, take these hits. Step you forward. More range damage. Boom. Boom. I'm targeting the wrong guy. Boom. And boom. So now he's going to take full damage. Step behind. Blank. Rose Knight gets the kill. Great. Just out of curiosity. 2 regens. So we're at 20. How many mortal blessings? There is a way. Oh, here we go. Terrifying aura, intimidating aura. There is a way. Our morale is through the roof. 40's the cap now. Okay. Can we see? Oh, is it left click? It's left click. Alright. 10 mortal blessings. So 45% chance to crit here. Already. Next unit? Who's left to go? Oh, eat the corpse. Next unit. Eat your corpse. Eat your corpse. No one's really damaged anymore. You can step up for strengthened and fortuned. So we were at base 45, and then now we're up to a 75% chance to crit per hit. So the first hit has a chance to be either 999, 3 times 9 is 27, and then it's more than likely going to crit. So boom. Probably more than often than not, this is probably going to average around, you know, a guaranteed 1 crit per hit. So that's 27, right? Plus 27, plus 54? So 54 plus 54. That's 108 damage output per turn. Potentially. Oh, well, there's a kill. Eat your corpse. Alright, we can get some shots on that skull end turn. He's running. Yep, that's fine. So, we still lost the monk. I'm gonna replace that with a pain bringer. More importantly, ooh, interesting. Gotta shred that though. I'd rather build other things now. Now this army's good to go. You're exploring. All right. Yeah, I messed up on the armies, so you go there. Go ahead, raise the outpost. Oh, wait, hold on. Can I... Oh, I can't cancel. Oh, okay, good to know. You're waiting. You're getting transferred. I think we're good to go. Hero leveled up. This is our warrior. Going to Mist Away. Let me give him the Locket of Channeling. Right. You're a snack. 32 is not enough to level up. Is there anyone behind? So there's a level up there. Vlad the Arrow is way behind. So I'm going to go ahead and give the level up to him. So... okay. I'll give him the Siphon Blood for now. We're probably going to go in here and reset this. Because, again, Keen Edge, Critical Skirmisher. So when you crit, more crits do more damage. Grim Executioner and Critical Second Wind. On a Ranger, especially a Blood Ogre, means potentially you can get almost to 100% crit rate. I'm just not sure if I want Scatter Shot, Sniper Shot. I do like, is it Sniper Shot? One of these. Regen. Immobilize. Okay, Snapshot's not bad. I thought Thorn Shot. Kill Shot. Resets all ability cooldowns. So, yeah. Which I guess she doesn't, right? She's got Pierce Shot and Scatter Shot. Right? But there's an ability, right, where you take Sniper Shot, and if you kill, you get Sniper Shot. And combine that with the high crit rate we have, and now the lower they are, the more damage this... oh no, melee attacks. Okay. So there is a build in here. Oh, they got... okay, so this used to trigger multiple times per turn, now it's only one. But still, 2 kill shots per turn is potentially 2 deleted units. Just gone. We'll confirm that for now. We'll mess with that later. Party mail, we can shred. Do I want to make a better staff or... ooh. Do I make a ring for our ritualist? Meaning they are incredibly hard to hit. I think I do. From range. Done. I think that is it for this. Oh, back nabbit. Yeah. Killed my scout. And then he retreated. I think that's all he's got left. Oh yeah. I'm going to spend... just make sure I get everything I want here. Station... 200 there. Wasn't there... right, we're not getting to that. And that's in 5 turns. We're making a ton. I am going to grab this. And then close. We now have Earth Shatter. Select new research. We will grab We will lock focus aim and grab ley line focus. Outpost founded. Great. Give me my work camp. Oh. Capture and release. Do I have to... We're gonna have to wait a turn anyways. Just for defense. 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 You have popped. Gold mana. We want to make our way in this direction. We have the basics. You have grabbed this. So we're going to convert this into a farm. And I said I wanted to build quarries up here. Because there's a good, like, either here or here gives us quite a bit. Okay. Hold on. That's 3. You 7. Okay. Let's grab this quarry and queue up, now that we have all this gold, a central quarry here. And I will go ahead and rush that. Fine. Go up the Crypt Temple and the Estate Hall, the Sonic Hall, and we'll swap those around and the Mint. So that's our next 5 turns in this city. Well, many turns in this city. Outpost founded. Work camp to grab that. You need a Painbringer. So you will head... Hold on. You got that. You're headed back this way to grab the Altar of Devotion. What do we need? We need 470 to integrate this city. So, a few turns, at least. That's okay. Is there anything... And we need to... So we need to pop off the Whispering Graves. We need to give them Bloodthroat. And we need to take the Altar of Devoration until we can give it to them. Yeah. Oops. Accidentally set that to burn. We're gonna pull you back to here. I know there's an army there, but more importantly, I'm gonna queue up. I'm gonna rush this, which takes a chunk of gold, and I understand. And then queue up another Painbringer. Okay? And we'll double pump produce merchandise here. And now the question is, so this Painbringer, can I left click this? No. But this Painbringer, with the newest structure we've built, has should have natural regeneration. And we know, for now, this Painbringer, does it get it? It does not. So, yeah. It sucks. That's the way it is. Oh, you have built it here as well. Okay. Oh, this is Draktur. Oh, you're building it now. Okay, and I want... Do I want growth or production here? I'm gonna grab... Oh, well, I don't have a choice. I'm grabbing the Lost Tower. We're rushing this. We're double pumping gold. And we'll stop there. You're digging this out. Oh, I missed something there. Oh, well. You're fine there. You're waiting a turn. You're waiting a turn. You're waiting a turn. Science. Down to 5. Right, and now I'm gonna start popping every 2 turns, we're going to Earth Shatter. And then delete. So, Iron Deposit, great. Step over 1. Grab that. Great, got some... See, this says 5. It's not giving me the binding fragment. It's giving me the binding essence. I'm not getting the binding fragments. Pass on that. Volley Veil Wind is good to go. So can you... No, you can't move, so you have to stay there. Great. And then you also need... that. Okay, you're headed in this direction. We'll hold off on that. 2... Grab her. So we're gonna queue up Earth Shatter. And we're gonna start popping this and this. I don't know what to put there, but this is the priority pop. Sorry, Mountain Shatter, and throw a farm there, believe it or not, if it lets me. 2. I mean, it should already be triggered, but just to lock in this up to, yes, we know it is definitely triggered. This Painbringer is headed in this direction. If they're not being attacked, that's okay. So you guys are stuck here for at least 2 turns. I'm gonna delete the monk. There's just something... 80. 90. The monks are getting annihilated. Even when compared to the Death Guard. But I'm not sure why. Yeah, so you're gonna pop out Painbringers. You're pausing on that. Damage spells. We want the Shadow Amplifier lens. But... you know what? Let me just grab it. So when we cast Agonizing Despair, right? It will now also spread morale. You're... no, you're staying where you are. You're... useless, but you'll go up there. Wait a turn. Wait a turn. We're done with you. We're done this turn. I did remember. We'll go ahead. Bookmark 3. And at this point, we cannot go back on this war. But we're doing so well, I don't care. Let's explore. Sure. That's gonna eat a unit whether I want it to or not. Otherwise, there is nothing here. Auto combat. Great. Close. Gain a Butcher. Grabbing the Imperium, so we're up to 428. So we're in... so hold on. This is 4 turns away, and it costs 400. I think we can grab both. This is the priority button. This is nice, but not needed. So we convert this to a 5th city we control as quick as we can, and we start just... we grab Bloodthroat, we grab this. It might be a few turns, so yeah. Hero leveled up. We'll grab this so he's harder to hit. Close. And you are headed in this direction to grab the Whispering Graves. End turn. don't think I'm going to be able to convert this one to a farm, but I would like to. Oh. Hold on. No. 6 age, 8 to reach Supreme Vassalage, 8 to reach. I'll do by Fine Armory of the Damned. We probably won't get it, but... Oh, we got it! Nice. We gained Skeleton Militia. Cool. Immediately delete it. Cool. Go back that way. Painbringer this way. You're headed in this direction. You wait. One more turn. I don't... Right, because I have to grab this one and then this one. So these Haunted Halls are going to take a while. I will build a watchtower. You wait a turn. I know that's giving him time to build up, but it's also giving me time to build. And that's all we'll build there. You're grabbing Bloodthroat. We'll go ahead and build a watchtower. Improvements don't matter. Improvements do not add to the upkeep. So, look, now we're making 134. Meaning, I can integrate the city. So now we're up to 5. Inspect Night Watch. The first thing we're going to build here is the Desecration Chambers. We're going to go ahead and rush that. No Foresters. Really? Well, nope. No Forestry there. No Forestry there. Oh, there's a Forester there. And a Forester there. Garden of Bliss. We might lose. Immediately grab the altar to convert this into something else. Can't pull the Forester there. Things to build. Okay, so you have a ton of buildings. I'm not sure what buildings. And you need a governor. Scholarly or specialist? I'm gonna say specialist. It's a bit of a, it's a little bit of everything. Okay, mana's fine. This is a quarry. I don't think, yeah, hut, quarry, hut, Thorn Citadel. You kind of need those foresters, buddy, or these foresters. So yeah, this is gonna be a thing. We got the watchtower. You're waiting. You're good there. We've got Bloodthroat. We're up to 141. We've got 2 Astral Dew, 2 Archon Blood. Earth Shatter's ready. So we are going to cast it here. Question is, well, first of all, you're deleted, as fun as you are. Right, you're not undead, right? No. Shields unit. But we'll go ahead and delete you. We can build a farm here. So I will grab this as a farm, thus boosting our Carnival Flesh, which is making 24 and 19. Skill. Wait, what's the new skill? Oh, which is provinces with forest provide stability. Nice. Not needed. We've got 3 turns to grab this. We should make enough to grab this when it pops. That's the priority. Free City can be integrated. Not this one. Because that we would have to go up to size 6. In order to go up to size 6, I need essentially 1,500 free Imperium. Which we actually might get. And the Dark Paragon. Now, We could start casting spells, like Earthkin and that sort of thing. And Gift of the Old Blood, but I don't think I'm going to build any of their units. So we're going to grab Earth Shatter again. Right? I can't migrate. Oh, we could turn it into Blood Ogres. It'll drop it by 5 to 14. If we give them Blood Ogres. And since I'm not using the units, and we need to shuffle things around anyways, how much? That's 50. Oh, you got a Sacred Meadow. And the Guard of Abyss is only providing 5, because there's no grasslands. So yeah, you know what? I am going to... I'm going to kill 5 of the population and turn this into Blood Ogres. Rally has started. Negotiation succeeded. Waiting a turn there. Hold on. What did we make? Oh, we made the Horn heroes for the Dark Crusader. Confirm. Not that there's anything else I want to make. If I had 100, maybe. We could recruit her, but we're about to wipe her out. I wish I could get her stuff. I mean, I could recruit her, get her killed, strip her naked, throw her in a fight, I know she's gonna loot, and just get a kill. That is something I could do. Dick move. But, it is something I can do. So, you grab that. We'll hold off on the Palisade walls. We're gonna keep you, I don't know if do we keep 2 of them alive? If we keep 2 of them alive, I would argue these 2. Does that make sense? And just vassalize that. As is, we'll have our 3 heroes. These 3 hero stacks head in this direction, and you will head in this direction for now. Alright, spell is ready. So let's go ahead and... Interesting. Earth Shatter... this. We'll go ahead, delete you. Granted, I'm making enough mana, I really don't care. Funk. Really? Not... Earth Shatter. Oh, it loses any mountain stalagmites in diggable earth. Oh, I thought it converted it. I thought it shredded it and turned it into rocky. Okay. So a lot of farms. Interesting. That's actually an argument then for science in this area. Okay. New Empire development skill, that is gain more grievances against players with no opposing alignment. Doesn't matter at this point. Great, so got some gold. Rich Dill has sent a war party. We'll keep an eye out for that. These guys are headed in this direction. Okay. Ah, here's defenses. I don't know if it's a lot. But I am willing to pull back to here. Make sure the Painbringer gets into here. Right? So we're good there. You are headed underground to here, and you'll wait a turn, and then do the Whispering... Oh. Yep, clear this out, then do the Whispering Grapes. You are headed to here. Here. Now, you can't travel. So, end your turn, end your turn. That's dealt with for another time. Yeah, I think we keep these at war. Essentially just to farm the heroes and equipment. That is the problem with this game, right? Is if you're not at war or you try to do a peaceful run, it becomes very hard to get materials to make equipment and that sort of thing. Envy's Thorn. Crusader. No. Well, Duelist. No. Well, she can stay as a Crusader. Because we're fighting undead. Right? That's not changing. 1880. 2000. Alright. We might have... Oh. We're pulling back. I think we're gonna need 6 armies here. Corn Dust. Yes. So, yeah, quarry there. Science, honestly, in this general area. You're all set. Arms in this area to boost growth. Which is fine. Right, are you missing anything? Hold on. No. It's weird it won't let me grab... Okay, it will let me grab down here. It wasn't for a little while. I should have had the range, but it wasn't. That warrior gold mine here. We're actually making plenty. This counts as a conduit. So knowing this counts as a conduit, and this counts as a conduit. Right? Hold on. So a mausoleum here would give me 2 conduits. Right? Which is fine. And then maybe convert this, as weird as it sounds, this into a necropolis for the souls, right? So that's plus 12 souls right there. That gets me up to... Ignore the 27, right? But that gets me up to quite a bit. And I can stick another one there. So research. Necropolis. As weird as it seems, works. So I'm gonna drop this growth here, and then convert that into a mausoleum. We'll get a boost from these, and that's gonna take a turn no matter what. Gold is fine. Double the gold outcome. This army... Yeah, I think I just have to get rid of these. They're just, for some reason, they're not holding their own. Whereas, for some reason, the Death Guards are doing fine. So we'll queue up a Death Guard here. What do you need? Oh, you need all the ranged. And a Mortalist here. And then... Oh, wait, hold on. Did I build them in Olmok? Okay, hold on. So, here we go. We want a Death Guard and a Mortalist here. Again, a lot of farming. Earth Shatter. I do want all three of these. Oh no, I want this as well. Let me grab... Ooh, what does this count as? A research outpost. Interesting. It technically might be in range. So we're at 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, I think, is what we're going for. So I think these three stay open for now. I think I do want this. I'll convert it to a farmer for forester for now. It might end up being something else. Oh, interesting. I could grab all the way to out here, but I'm not going to. We'll end that. You're headed in this direction. We've got one big stack here, one big stack here. So we're going to need 3 big stacks to take that down. Okay. A Scald and the backup armies is not a bad way to go. We have the gold. Let's pump out a couple of Death Guard here. And here. 1, 2, 3. Like this. End turn. End turn. End turn. You're taking this fight. Need the experience. Great. Now the graves. Explore. Ward yourself against the dam. Should be an easy fight. Oh. Not going to be a problem here. Great. Ring of True Sight. I can make a better one, and I don't care about the mount. We'll shred both of those. Do we get a ton of souls? A Crown of Accuracy, which is tier 4. Or Research. I'm gonna grab the Crown of Accuracy. We've done Leyline Focus. Let us grab... Ooh, Crimson Quartz. I'll lock it, but we'll grab Focus Aim. And we'll hold off. Actually... After your Amplifier Lens, we want... What is it? The Ritual Chamber. For the spell slot. I will actually rush this. So many estate halls. Alright. You're headed back here. That's fine. End turn. So we're kind of in a... we're circling. I think we'll find, but it's gonna be... We're probably gonna have to fight. Yeah, well, they don't exist anymore, do they? Yeah, so you lost 5, so this is gonna skyrocket. 9 quarries. 2 farms. Great. Let's grab this. 3 mana nodes. Does this count as a mana node? I will now burn this to the ground. Although it's gonna... hold on. Mark all is seen. Great. I will grab that so our heroes level faster. 17 turns. We'll be around for 17 turns. So we can grab that. You cleared that. Great. Now you're in Sunless. Yeah. Why does it say you're on a mana node? Interesting. I'm actually going to convert you to a Forester for now. And we're going to replace you with a teleporter. That'll give us research. What buildings do you have built? Tavern, Estate Hall, Overlord's Temple. Oh. They got that too? I thought they got one for gold. I bet it converted when I switched over to the... Oh. Great. 75 gold. Your city can be integrated. New skill. We grabbed that. Earth Shatter. Rise. There we go. Yeah, we definitely want to shatter this. And then I don't... Yeah, it doesn't count. And then delete it. You're coming to here to dig. You're waiting on... Melee. Range. So you need either a Scald, or now that we're making 146. We need a Death Guard, grab you just to backfill. And can grab one more. You know what? I will grab that. For now. And then these two. Yeah. I think I have this one. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. Let's see. So what do we got? 1,100, 1,800, 1,800, 1,900. So 6,000 versus... It'll be close. I think... Another ritual list. Okay. Undead Resentment. Down to 38. I am gonna cast this. Now we're at negative 11. And we're also gonna queue up. Can we get another one? 3 a turn. So I can offset that a little. Oh, that's a summon. Okay. Leyline Focus.